Okay, welcome to another video on normal on A-level maths. Today's topic is normal distribution from S1, and we will be doing lots of past paper questions again. Okay, let's begin. It says melons are sold in sizes in three sizes: small, medium, and large. The weights follow a normal distribution with mean 450 and standard deviation 120 grams. Melons weighing less than 350 grams are classified as small. Find the proportion of melons which are classified as small. So small are basically those that are less than 350. So proportion or probability means the same thing. So I'm going to calculate the proportion of small. I've called melons as X or the weight as X, and I'm going to first convert this to Z. 350 minus 450 divided by 120. Okay, let's see what we get. I get minus 0.833. Okay, so phi of minus 0.833. That gives me 1 minus phi of 0.833. That is how I solve normal distributions. If you plant it in another way, draw your diagram and then calculate accordingly. I'm going to use the normal distribution table if I have one. Let me just open it up quickly. Uh, okay, 0.833. Let's just erase this, a lot of gibberish written on it. 0.833. So 7967 plus 8, so 7975. That is a probability that I'm looking for. So 1 minus 0.7975. Point 2025, and that's approximately 0.203 for three significant figures. Part 2, it says the rest of the melons are divided in equal proportions between medium and large. Find the weight above which melons are classified as large. So how many are remaining? I'm going to say that 1 minus 0.2025, that's 0.7975 that are remaining. Okay, and they are now equally divided between medium and large. So divided by 2, 0.7975 divided by 2, 0.39875. 39875. So probability of X greater than large is 0.39875. I'm going to again convert this to a normal distribution and say that Z is greater than L minus 450 divided by 120. So 1 minus phi of L minus 450 divided by 120, 0.39875. 1 minus 0.39875 equals to phi of L minus 450 over 120. 1 minus 0.39875, 0.60125. Okay, now I need to do phi inverse of this. So I'm going to round it off to 3 decimal places and say that I'm looking for 6013. So phi inverse of 0.6013. Why? Because probabilities in the probability distribution table are correct to 4 decimal places. So let's look for 6013. So 6026 and 5987. How many more do I need? 6013 minus 5987. I need 26 more. So I have 26 more here. So I am reading 0.257. Reverse reading 0.257. I could have done this with my calculator as well. You know, you can use the inverse normal function on your distribution menu and get that answer. If you don't know that already, please watch the YouTube video where I explain to you how to do normal distributions in reverse from your calculator. Solving for L gives me 480.84. L is therefore 481. Okay, simple question. Let's move on to the next one, but I get a lot of marks. Question number 2 says cans of lemon and lemon juice are supposed to contain 450 ml of juice. It is found that the actual volume of juice in a can is normally distributed with mean 445 and standard deviation 3.6 ml. Find the probability that a randomly chosen can contains less than 450 ml of juice. Okay. Okay, they're supposed to contain 440 ml. It is found that the actual volume is normally distributed with mean 445 and standard deviation 3.6. Find the probability that a randomly chosen can contains less than 440. Okay, so that's z less than 440 minus 445 divided by 3.6. Phi of minus 1.389, 1 minus phi of 1.389. Okay, so 1.389 from my table again, 1.389, 9176 then, 9176.9176, and the correct answer is then 0.0824. Okay, that's the first. The second one is a little bit of a challenge. Let's see what it says. It is found that 94% of the cans contain between 445 minus C and 445 plus C. That's 94% divided by 3.6. Okay, 0.94. Okay, phi of B minus phi of A. I will change this negative to a positive. Okay, so far what I've done is I've converted both to z by subtracting mean and dividing by standard deviation on both sides. Then I apply phi of b minus phi of a as a rule for the normal distribution. And now what I'm saying is that if I really want to do phi inverse, now what I'll have to do is I'll have to make sure that the phi's are combined together. The only way that I can do that is by converting this negative into a positive. And how do I do that? I subtract from 1. Okay, so phi of c over 3.6 minus 1 plus phi of c over 3.6 equals to 0.94. Okay, so phi of c over 3.6 plus phi of c over 3.6 equals to 0.94 plus 1. 2 phi of c over 3.6 equals to 1.94. Phi of c over 3.6, 1.94 divided by 2. 0.97 on the other side. So now it's possible to do phi inverse. All of this was to enable me to do phi inverse. 0.97 from the table I don't know if it's available down there. No, it's not available down there, so I'll have to do it manually. 0.97 comes up 9699 plus 1. So 1.81. 1.81. So C over 3.6 equals to 1.81. But C is 6.516. Let's see what the question was asking. Find the value of C. Okay, let's check. I might have done something wrong. It says 6.77. Let's see where we made that mistake. That way I have to find my bad, I've read it incorrectly. It's 1.881. I am in a habit of reading it from the calculator, so it's sometimes a problem. 6.77. Okay, that's the correct answer. Everything else is correct. Nothing to worry about. Question number 3, it says the time and average for which people sleep at night has a normal distribution with mean this and standard deviation that. Find the probability that a randomly chosen person sleeps less than 8 hours a night. So x is less than 8. Z is less than 8 minus 7.15 divided by 0.88. 966. So let's read it from my calculator this time. I'm reading 0.833 from my calculator, and yes, that is the correct answer. So I think we've done fine. Part 2. It says probability of x less than q. So probability of z less than q minus 7.15 divided by 0.88 again. You first convert it to z, then you do phi of q minus 7.15 over 0.88 equals to 0.75. This becomes q minus 7.15 divided by 0.88 equals to phi inverse of 0.75. Then what's phi inverse of 0.75? 0.75, let's look at our table again. 0.75 is 0.674. 0.674. Let's solve for q. Okay, 7.74. Yes, that is also the correct answer. Let's look at part 3 now. Part B, sorry. Let's do part B. It says the random variable y has the distribution where 2 phi equals to 3 mu. Find probability of y greater than 4 mu. So z 4 mu minus mu. I am no longer doing x. I'm doing y divided by sigma. Okay. The probability of z greater than 3 mu divided by sigma. Okay, what's the equivalency do I have? 3 mu equals to 2 sigma. So 2 sigma divided by sigma. So I have z greater than 2 only. So automatically it's converted to a number. Why? Because I did a lot of algebra there and came up with the number. So 1 minus phi of 2. Phi of 2 from the table 0.9772. 0.0228, I think. Yeah. Yep, that's the correct answer. So that was another question. Let's look at question number 4. It says a random variable x has a mean and standard deviation this, given that 5 sigma equals to 3 mu, probability of x less than 2 mu. Minus mu over sigma first. Okay, minus mean and divided by standard deviation. So I have z less than mu over sigma. Okay, then what equivalency do I know? I know that 5 sigma equals to 3 mu. So mu should equal 5 sigma over 3. So I have 5 sigma over 3 divided by sigma. So sigma and sigma should cancel out. I am left with 5 over 3, which in decimals is less than 1.667, pi of 1.667. 1.667, 9522. Okay, three significant figures, so 0.952. Then it says part 2, with a different relationship between mu and sigma, it is now given that probability of x less than 1/3 mu equals to 0.8524. Now it's a different relationship. It's not the same as the one above. Z 1/3 mu minus mu over sigma equals to 0.8524. Probability of z less than minus 2/3 mu over sigma equals to 0.8524. So probability of pi of point pi of minus 2/3 mu over sigma equals to 0.8524. Hmm. Okay, so minus 2/3 mu. Let's go and look at 0.8524 there. 0.8508. So 8524 minus 8508. I mean 16 more. So that's that. 1.047. 1.047. So minus 2/3 mu equals to 1.047. I'll take minus 2 over 3 to the other side. 1.047 into 3 divided by 2. That gives me mu equals to 1 minus 1.571 sigma. This is 1.57 because it's rounded off to three significant figures. But that's the relationship between mu and sigma, and that is the final answer. Okay, let's look at question number 5. It says the length of Pavlov's lunch break follows a normal distribution with mean mu and standard deviation 5. On one day in 4, on average, his lunch break lasts for more than 52 minutes. Okay, on one day in 4, find the value of mu. So how long for, if the lunch break is greater than 52 minutes, the probability of that happening is 1 out of 4. Okay, so then let's do our bit of converting. Equals to 0.25. So 1 minus phi of 52 minus mu over 5 equals to 0.25. 1 minus 0.25 equals to 52 minus mu over 5. 0.75 equals to phi of 52 minus mu over 5, phi inverse of 0.75. Okay, shift, okay, 0.674, I think. That's what I read from the table the last time for 7.5. Let's quickly go back. Yeah, 0.674. So mu is then 48.6. I will round it off to three significant figures. It was 0.48.625. That rounds off to 48.6. If I use the mean beyond this question, then I should use the more elaborate calculation. Find the probability that Pavlov's lunch break lasts for between 40 and 46 minutes. So x is between 40 and 46 on every one of the next 4 days. Okay, so now remember that on every one of the next 4 days is about number of trials. So I'm doing 4 trials and I want to be successful on all 4 days. So I'm going to go 4C4, Q power 4 minus 4 and P power 4. What is my success going to be? That my lunch break is going to last between 40 and 46. So that is what I'm trying to come up with right now. I'm going to first calculate this probability and then plug it into the binomial. So remember that whatever I'm calculating right now is the probability for just one day. Okay, that's minus 1.725 minus 0.525. Okay, so probability phi of minus 0.525 minus phi of minus 1.725. Okay, 1 minus phi of 0.525 and 1 minus phi of 1.725. Let's calculate both of these from our table first. What's 5 to 5? 5 to 5 is 0.5, 2, and 5. 6985 plus 17. I'll have to do that on my calculator. 7002. 1 minus 0.7002 minus bracket 1 minus 1.725. 1.725. 9577, I think. 9577. So I'm getting 0.2575. Remember that that's the success for one day. I'm talking about how many successful outcomes? 4 successful outcomes. So 4C4 point, I'm trying to calculate Q, 0.7425 power 4 minus 4 and 0.2575 power 4. I'm doing a trial on all 4 days. Remember that. So I get a very small answer, and that's 0.00326. Let me check what the error is. Okay, the error is in the last calculation here. It's 4.39 into 10 to the power minus 3. It's not 39, it's 3965, I think. So that's round off to 0.0043965 to three significant figures. That would be 440. I will have to check why my answer is radically different. Maybe they've used a value for mu which is 48.6. Let me just verify that for you as well, so that we have the absolute correct answer. If I have a better answer, then that is what you should follow. Let me just check with 48.6. It's 2588.2588 power 4. Uh, Okay, I don't know what the approximation is right now, but there's a small difference in the numbers. I don't know why that is, but I'll check back and you can question in the comments. Okay, moving on to the next question. It says the petrol station finds that its daily sales. It's a long question. Just look at the number of marks. There are 9 and 4, 13 marks. Okay, a lot of your exam depends on this. Find that its daily sales in liters normally distributed between this and standard deviation that. Find on how many days of the year, 365 days. So I'm asking you for an expected number. The daily sales can be expected to exceed 3900 liters. Okay, so what is the probability of exceeding 3900 liters on any day? That's what I want to find out first. So 3900 minus 4520 divided by 560. Let's see if that was variance or standard deviation. Okay. So it's 3900 4520 divided by 560. That gives me probability of z greater than minus 1.107. So that gives me 1 minus 5 of minus 1.107. 1 minus 1 minus 5 of 1.107 because I want to convert a negative to a positive. So that's what I've done. Let's quickly calculate 1.107 from our table. 1.107 8657 8657. Oops. 0.8657. That's the probability. How many days? So 0.8657 multiplied by 365. What do I get? Do I get 315 or 316? I get 315.9, so I can give an answer 315. Okay, I wouldn't go count with the point 0.9 day. That's rounding up, so I wouldn't want to do that. It says the daily sales at another petrol station are x liters, where x is normally distributed with mean and standard deviation. This it is given that probability of x greater than 8000 is 0.122. Find the value of m. 1 minus 5 of 8000 minus m over 560, 0.122. Okay, 0.878. Then 0.878, phi inverse of 0.878. So reading 0.878 from my table, reverse reading the 0.8770 plus 10. So that's 1.16 and 5. So I'm getting M as 7347.6. To three significant figures, that would be 7350. Okay, yep, that is the correct answer. Let's look at the next one. It says part 3, find the probability that the daily sales at this petrol station exceeds 8,000 liters on fewer than 2 of 6 randomly chosen days. So now I'm talking about trials. Doing a trial on 6 and I'm asking you for fewer than 2. Okay, so what's fewer than 2? It's 1 and 0. So I'm asking you the probability of 6C0. Let's do 6C1 first. Okay, now Q. What is my success? Exceeding 8,000 liters. Exceeding 8,000 liters is 0.122. So my failure is 1 minus 0.122, which is 0.878, I think. 0.878. 6 minus 1, 0.122 power 1. So I have then, and sorry, you have to add 6C0, 0.878 power 6 minus 0, 0.122 power 0. Let's do this quickly on my calculator. I'm going to use the binomial cumulative distribution function and do this quickly because I am running out of time on my clock. So I get 0.8400 and that's the correct answer. Let's do part B. It says the random variable y is distributed between this given that the standard deviation is 2/3 of mu. Find the probability that y is less than 2 mu. I think this is a question like the last one. 2 mu minus mu over sigma. Mu over sigma. What is sigma? It's 2/3 of mu. So mu divided by 2/3 of mu. Mu and mu cancel out. The probability of z less than 3 over 2. So z less than 1.5. Phi of 1.5. It's phi of 1.5. 1.5 is 0.9332. Okay. Yeah, that is the correct answer. I will be back with more past paper questions in the next video for you to watch. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you are watching this, and please follow me for more videos. Thank you for watching.